evening. Just got to find it on here. It was funny. Avery was like showing signs of being ready for bed at like 8:30. Then every time I put her in bed, she started crying. And then I had to go OUT with DYLAN, and I put her in the stroller. She fell asleep in the stroller. Uh, Probably about 15 minutes ago. And I thought, oh shit, as soon as I try to take her out, she's gonna wake up. She didn't. I got her out, carried her up the stairs, put her right in bed. I think that's the first time ever I made it up the stairs with her without her waking up. Normally, as soon as I try to take her out of something, she's awake. Anyhow, she's sleeping. She's out cold. Anyhow, okay. First person here is Rosie for love. No longer holding yourself back. You've got a new romance that comes in and the love cup is full. If you're with someone right now, great. Current relationship looks good. If you're not with anyone right now, you're going to make it to the top of the mountain, be able to breathe a sigh of relief when an Aquarius comes in. You have a wish around love, put it out into the universe. There's also a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, that comes in that may be of significance as well. I love you, General, for tomorrow. Feeling better respected, better compensated, and a little bit more grounded. Life comes back into balance tomorrow. It's as if life starts to move forward. Chariot. Things start to move forward tomorrow. Feeling a lot less anxiety, or anxiety is starting to move into the past. Kira, work and home tomorrow. Well, tomorrow you should feel like either the workday flies by or you're really busy and you're being respected, well compensated, things are moving forward, success comes in around it, and you're glad when the day ends, but it's an uneventful average day. After that, it looks like you're no longer holding yourself back, feeling grounded and stable, and there's room for growth, change, and transformation coming in tomorrow night. You're prepared for whatever life has to offer, and it looks like a pretty pleasant day. Now you could have a fire sign around you, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, and you may be feeling very happy about something. Kira, for the rest of the week. Life starts to move forward. You're no longer feeling burdened by the weight of the world. Fire signs around Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. You also may be feeling like you've got the Magician here and a wish comes true. The ability to manifest new opportunities, a wish comes in. You may be either planning, and not a full-blown vacation, but you may be planning a day out or something like that may come up, and things seem to change for the better for you quickly. It also looks like you're stepping into your strength before the end of the week. Kira, General. Cause for celebration comes in around money. You've got money coming in, you've got success coming in. Some good karma is coming back to your life, and you may also be investing time and effort into a side business or a side hustle that pays off in the end. Possibility of going back to school, learning a new area of study, but that also could be on-the-job training with the new job that's coming in. Life comes back into balance, and no longer feeling burdened or stressed, but feeling like the energy around you in general is just starting to lighten. Kevin, what is this anxious energy that I feel? I feel so uptight. Well, it's just anxiety. There's no reason for it. It's just for whatever reason you get anxiety. Sometimes there is no reason. I used to get it for no reason. I would say it looks like self-care can help the anxiety move into the past. Rest, relaxation, self-care, physical exercise, eating well, and drinking plenty of water. I would try, if you can, to take a couple of days and eliminate like not as well processed food or like food that has a lot of preservatives in it. Try if you can for a couple of days to eat like a lot of like raw vegetables and raw fruit, and see if you can kind of like detox some crap out, because I feel like it's going to pass soon. Years ago when I used to suffer really bad from anxiety, I don't know if one thing had to do with the other, but um, the Smart Ones dinners were on sale for like really cheap. So I bought a whole bunch of them, and I had terrible anxiety. I don't think it was from that, but I always wondered if there was something with like the preservatives or the salt or whatever in those that maybe added to the anxiety. So I stopped eating them and I felt better, but I was also like doing a lot of exercise and that kind of stuff. But anxiety sucks. Kira, I'm thinking about not taking the hospital and going with a different job at Together Women's Health. Will I get that job, and if so, how will I like it? Okay, will I get that job? Yeah, you could get that job, but I think the hospital one is better. And I think the hospital one's got more opportunity. And I also think it's a sure thing. I mean, if you don't do the hospital job and something falls through around the women's health thing, then you wouldn't have a job at all. The hospital has been coming up pretty strong. I would go with the hospital one. Unless for some reason something is just telling you that you don't think that you would like it. But I think there's going to be a lot of opportunity there. And I think it's a good position. Women's health, I don't know. Not that it's bad, it just, I don't feel like it's a sure thing, and the hospital one is. I think you could get it, but I don't know. I don't know. This is going to sound terrible, but I don't know if Women's Health has a lot of women working there, and I feel like it can be difficult to have to work with a lot of women. I don't know. I just think the hospital one is better, but it's your call. It's your choice. Kevin, how can I stop giving in to bad cravings? Ooh, that's a tough one. No, it's not really a tough one. It's not a tough one, because you know what you do? You redirect your energy, right? So, like, I should take my own advice here. But I remember years and years and years ago, I gained a bunch of weight while like we were out like drinking and partying and, you know, going to the diner at 3 o'clock in the morning. And when I made a decision, like we stopped drinking, we weren't doing that anymore, I decided to like pay attention to my weight and, you know, get on track. I said to myself, you know, if you, one of my friends who was actually very overweight used to say, if you think of your body as a car, right? You want your car to function well. So you put good fuel in it, right? You don't put like water and bullshit in it because it's not going to run. She said, if you look at your body the same way. So I remember saying to myself, you know what? I will be full if I eat vegetables, just as if I were to eat, you know, a bagel. So that's how I started to look at things. Like, just shut up and eat the vegetables. Just shut up and walk away from the bagel. And then I also used to say to myself, it's not that you can never have it again. You just can't have it right now. So just for today, you can't have it. And get busy doing something else. Think about it more as like eating for like nourishment and for your health, rather than for what tastes good, and that it's not forever. So if you constantly crave salty food, if you stop eating so much salt, you won't crave it as much. I remember years ago when I did the blood type diet, the smell from the pizza place actually made me nauseous. Like, I just didn't want it. I had no desire for it. So it's like the more you feed into those cravings, the more you're going to crave them. But you have more power over it than you think, because you can just make a different choice and get busy doing something else. Elizabeth General. Okay, you've got balance coming back to your life. Somebody may make you an offer that would be hard to turn down around business or job. Get a new venture on the horizon and you're no longer waiting for your ship to come in. Looks like you have some money coming in along with some good luck, and you might be making a decision to walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you. Definite nice new job opportunities coming in. Kira, last day at Dr. Spearman's office tomorrow. Oh, congratulations. How will it go, and how is Dr. Spearman feeling about it? Okay. Well, I think he's got sharp energy about it. I don't think that he's happy that you're leaving, but I think he does wish you well. I think the day goes by fine, right? And things change for the better quickly. You get your new job offer, you start a new journey, and I think you're going to be better off for it. You weren't happy there. You were anxious. It's no way to work. And I think that he's regretful for losing you, but he's got a little sharp energy. Just in general, I think he blames himself too for not handling things differently. But I think the day is going to be fine, and then it's going to be over, which, thank God. Karina, next 3 days. You may be stepping into your own strength and earning some respect from the people in your life. It may be slow and steady wins the race, but you do have some nice money coming in, and you are being guided by the divine. Right, you know, I agree with you. The comfort food feels good in the moment, and then you feel like shit afterwards. With everything. Like, it's the same thing if you drink too much, right? It feels good in the moment, but it doesn't feel so good the next day. I do that sometimes with chips. Like, they're so good, and I just want to eat the whole bag, and then I feel like shit. And I'm like, why did I do that? Like, what was the point of that? It's crazy because it's within our control, and it has no power over us. You know, like I always say that. I'm like, food has no power. It's food. It has no power. But, you know, we give it the power when we give into it. And then, I don't know if you're like this. My friends and I used to be like this, trying to break this habit. If you get up in the morning and you eat something really bad, then the whole day is ruined. But why? Like, why can't you have something shitty in the morning and clean up your act by noon? But for some reason, it's like, if I have something shitty for breakfast, that's it, the rest of the day. Like, why does it have to be all or nothing? That's a really bad attitude, all or nothing. But anyhow. Sepia General. Might have some choices coming in, especially around social events in the near future. Feeling like you've made it to the top of the mountain, you can breathe a sigh of relief. The Judgment card is bringing you to the right place at the right time. Intuition is heightened and life starts to move forward. A wish comes true, put it out into the universe. Stepping into your own strength serves you well. And you may be taking I don't think it's a full-blown trip, but it may be like a day away or some time for yourself, which is also going to be good. Sepia Love. The hard work that you put out into the world when it comes to love will come back to you. Being guided by the divine, slow and steady wins the race. Listen to your intuition when it comes to love. You could have some choices. No longer feeling like you're holding yourself back. Air sign comes in, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Also looks like you have a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, and somebody from your past returns. You may have choices. Next relationship you enter should be very balanced. You should feel like you're being well respected, and it's just easy and well functioning. Elizabeth, Love. Negativity around love moves into the past and a soulmate connection enters. Could be with a Gemini, could be with an Aries. You also have a Capricorn, a Libra, and a Sagittarius here. The hard work that you put into love will come back to you, but you're going to have choices and decisions. You've got the world at your feet and success coming in a committed relationship relatively soon, should you want that. Sepia, me, and Ramel. Well, communication could come in out of the clear blue sky, but and there could be cause for celebration that leads to success, but I don't know. You may end up just being friends with him because it doesn't look like, I don't know, you just may not be feeling it when he shows up. Oh, you got the Knight of Cups. Romance could heat up at some point. But when you guys reconnect, or when you hear from him and he wants things to move forward, you might not be interested anymore. Let's see what happens. I don't know, Knight of Cups, maybe he's going to be able to change your mind. Karina, when will Jada Scorpio contact me? Sometime in the month of August. Sepia, Jonathan and me. Well, he's not holding himself back, and things could start to move forward, but it will be your choice at the end of the day. He drags his feet. He does a lot of thinking, but not a whole lot of acting. Communication should be coming in, though, between you and him. It's going to be slow and steady wins the race, and he's being guided by the divine. So you kind of can't rush things with him. You got to kind of move at his pace, which, once again, may not be fast enough for you, and you may have another option that comes in. Aqua, general for tomorrow. Got money coming in. 9 of Pentacles, 5 of Pentacles in reverse. Paying off a bill of debt or a loan makes you feel relief. The hard work you put into your finances is coming back to you. Sagittarius enters and negativity moves into the past. Karina, what's coming towards me that I don't expect? Perseverance, happiness, things change for the better. Possibly a committed relationship if you're looking for one with a Libra. It also looks like you could have a Cancer that comes in. And you got money coming in that you might not be expecting. 9 of Cups. You've got a wish. Put it out into the universe. Kira, how is Louis McNeely feeling today? His actions and timing. He's another one that kind of drags his feet. I would be careful with him only because there's the 3 of Cups is in reverse, so he may be involved with somebody else, or there could be somebody else interfering with this situation. I would say that you will hear from him at some point, but I don't know how soon it's going to be. It may take a couple of weeks. Maybe it might not be until the month of August. I would say that, yeah, he drags his feet, and he just doesn't seem to have a lot of, like, drive around the relationship, but it may be because there's somebody else involved with that 3 of Cups. That may be what delays it or screws things up. Kevin, is eating bad making my anxiety worse? There isn't, yeah, I've heard that. I have heard that. Cards don't indicate that food is 100% the problem. There is an anxiety issue there. The food could be adding to it. Like, think about it, right? I don't know, this may be TMI, but anybody that's had way too much artificial sugar or artificial sweetener, sugar, alcohols like sorbitol, or like Atkins ice cream, or any of that sugar-free ice cream, can wreak havoc on your stomach. I mean, anything that your body is trying to expel like that cannot be good. And so many people suffer from issues, you know, like between bloating and gas and diarrhea, and it's not good. Like that shit's not good for you. So it makes sense that the bad food would be adding to anxiety, because there's crap in there that is not normal or natural. Like my brother was on keto a couple of years ago, and he was making keto ice cream. It was like vanilla and blueberry, and he had to put in stevia. Now, I know people will argue and say that that's natural, but I don't believe it is. And I said to him, it's going to bother your stomach. Don't put the stevia in. Let the blueberry sweeten the ice cream. He doesn't listen to me. Makes it with the stevia. Wakes up at 3 o'clock in the morning, and he throws the fuck up. Throws up, blueberries and all. And in the next morning, he called me and he told me what had happened. And he's like, "Do you think that it was the stevia?" And I was like, "Yeah, I told you not to put it in there, but you didn't listen." You know, some people can deal with it better than others, just like some people can deal with lactose and other people can't. But I do believe that what you eat has a big effect on your body overall. So yeah, I would say yeah. Cleaning up your diet may help with the anxiety. Julie, what's R doing tonight? I think he's home. I don't think he's doing anything. I think he's home. Rest, relax, that kind of stuff. Kira, I'm leaning more towards women's health. Okay. The energy around the women's health place. Money looks good. Money looks good there. Temperance, you may have to have patience. So I don't know if you don't get hired immediately or if there's like a hiring process that takes time. But it does look like the money there is good. Charmaine, any advice to my job interview tomorrow? I mean, it looks good. You're stepping into your strength. You're listening to your intuition. You're feeling ambitious. You're no longer waiting for your ship to come in. You've got good luck. I think you got this. I don't think you have to worry. I would just say be who you are, you know, and I think you got it. I don't think you got to worry. It should go well. Breathe deep. If you're a nervous Nelly like me, forget it. I'm fucking nervous for everything. But just take a couple of deep breaths before you go in. You'll be fine. Kevin, timing when I'll have my diploma finally. Is this a high school diploma? Could it be January? Will you be able to finish by January? I think it's going to be January. Julie, how long will C be away or out of town? I'm going to say 3 to 5 days. Not too long. Kira, luck for the rest of the week and weekend. Negativity moves into the past and things change for the better quickly. Laying down the law, setting up boundaries serves you well, and you might be moving on to greener pastures. A fire sign enters Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Looks like you have a new journey on the horizon and a new beginning around love. Flower, when will I hear from Dee again? I'm going to say sometime between the next 8 days, 8 to 12 days. Kira did one for Vicky. General for the rest of the week. You get some good karma coming back to you and a wish comes true. Life seems to come into balance. You got money coming in with the 9 of Pentacles and somebody may make you an offer that would be hard to turn down. I would say, yeah, looks like a pretty decent week. You may be pretty busy too. Kevin, when will this anxiety clear up? Well, you know, like I've said before, I've had it my whole life. And I find that there are moments in my life where it gets really bad and other times where it's not so bad. I think within the next 2 weeks, you should feel some big, significant shift. But I remember there were times that it was so bad, like I didn't know where to put myself. I just didn't know where to go. Like I didn't know what to do. But it got better. It definitely got better. I mean, I still get it every now and again. But I seem to get it for shorter periods of time. And it's a little bit less intense. Cinnamon, general for tomorrow. tomorrow looks like a nice day. It's like life has come back into balance. No longer waiting for your ship to come in. Disappointment moves into the past. There could be a new job or business offer around. You might be feeling very grounded, very stable, and very successful. Allison, general for August. Well, you've got the ability to manifest new opportunities, put out into the universe exactly what you want, plus you have a wish that comes true. Feeling prepared, spending time working on a creative project serves you well. It also looks like you're no longer feeling stuck, but like life is starting to move forward. You could be taking time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. You also may have a road trip that could come up. Perseverance pays off, and you're being guided by the divine. It should be a pretty decent month. Stacy, I'll come if I tell my brother his girlfriend is mean. He'll feel hurt. He'll feel hurt, and you guys may have an argument. But you know what? Like, she's mean. She should be called out on it. No need to be mean. Anthony, why the Cancer removed her public post from Facebook, and what are her intentions? Well, I don't think that she wants people to ask her anything. I don't think she wants people to know anything. I think that she's hiding stuff. Not in a bad way, but like, I don't think that things are going that great for her. So I don't think she wants to draw more attention to herself. That's why she put everything on either private or took it down. The thing is that, you reap what you sow. So it's like you put all this shit up there, that and everybody knows, and now all of a sudden you take it down. It's like everybody knows. So it's like, yeah. I mean, I don't know why people do that, but people do. I don't know. I don't know if it's the generation, but like everything, it goes up on Facebook. But then when the winds of change blow, because they always do, then it's like we don't want to draw attention to it. When meanwhile, 5 minutes ago, you wanted everybody to see what you were doing. Now you don't want that. I think that she wants to not call attention. That's what her intentions are. She doesn't want anyone to know anything. Because I don't think things are going great for her. Kira, August. You've got the world at your feet, and you're being guided by the divine. Things change for the better for you quickly. You've got anxiety moving into the past. A Capricorn could come in. It also looks like your perseverance pays off, especially around work and business. The Magician, the ability to manifest new opportunities. Feeling grounded, stable, and secure, especially around finances, and feeling prepared for your life to move forward. August should be a pretty good month, I think. Julie, I haven't met the administrator at Meadow yet. When I do, will he offer me $40 or more or less? Okay. Oh, excuse me. I think you can get a little bit more than 40. A little bit more. Question, what is the person's energy above me in the new place? Not bad. They're strong. Their energy is strong, stable, sincere, grounded. Yeah, it's not bad energy. It's like strong and stable, secure energy. Kira, how does Louis McNeely feel about Lena and what's going on between them? maybe there's something going on between the two of them, because there's the Knight of Cups, which would be romance, being guided by the divine. Somebody's made the other person an offer that would be hard to turn down. The thing is that Sun is in reverse. So nothing between the two of them would be stable or committed, but they just may be talking. There may be hopes for the future. He may be feeling like there's more that could come between the two of them, and things could change for the better for them quickly. I don't know what their relationship is right now, but Knight of Cups is usually romance. Where the heck am I here? Lose. Is there a chance of reconciliation with C? Well, I mean, there's always a chance, but it's kind of like a slim chance. Yeah, I would keep your options open for something else, because even if there is reconciliation, it doesn't look like the relationship improves. It looks like you're always left kind of like you don't have the full relationship, and there's always a lot of indecision around it. And it always comes up feeling like either like one person puts in too much effort and the other person doesn't put in any, or doesn't put in enough. Sanch. I might Sanch for the rest of the day. Okay, feeling like you've made it to the top of the mountain, you can breathe a sigh of relief. Maybe feeling a little bit more financially stable. You also may feel like your perseverance has paid off. It looks like a water sign may be around before the end of the day. Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. YouTube. Will A offer to come and see me tonight? Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Luz. Rosie. I've finally built enough courage to ask the guy at the gym to hang out. What will be the outcome? Will he want to hang out? Okay, let's see. Yes, I think he will. Good luck with that. Yeah, I think he will. Sorry, does Aaron have any desire towards me? Completely feel like it's ending and I'm so confused because I know he likes me. Okay. No, he does like you, and there is opportunity for a new beginning here. And it does look like things are going to move forward. Right now, he's like, he's feeling burdened by life. He's feeling like he has a long road ahead of him. I don't think it's ending. I just think that you have to be on his time schedule. Otherwise, you can't make him do anything he doesn't want to do. He's just too stubborn. So he'll come forward when he's ready to come forward. Now, that may not be enough for you long term. You may get sick of it. You know, like that loses its appeal. You know, it's like nobody wants to sit around and wait for nothing to happen. But I would give it a little bit more time, because I do think that he's coming back around. And then I would let him know, listen, either we're together or we're not. Either we're going to do this or we're not, but I'm not doing this in and out nonsense because it sucks, it's not fun, and it's boring. End of story. That's what I would say. Because, you know, there's too many. I've been in this situation before. Too many people that I've read for have been in that situation where somebody is like half in, half out. And it's like, I don't know if they think that they're desirable by doing that, but it gets really old really fast. Really. So I would let him know how you feel when he resurfaces, and he will. That's the thing. Julie, will I get to CC before I have the mid-August barbecue? I'm not convinced that you'll see him before then. Jay, the third option I have at this job is Claire. How did she feel when she saw me tonight? She actually may be a little bit more perseverant, this one. She thinks that you're attractive. She thinks that you're hardworking, intelligent, intuitive, sincere. I don't know how much talking you've done with her, but she comes off a little bit more persistent. So she may be a little bit more outgoing. In general, stepping into your passion with like career or business. The hard work you put out into the universe will be coming back to you. Got money coming in. Life seems to move forward. Empress, love, money, abundance, fertility comes in. Be careful with that card if you don't want children right now. Anxiety moves into the past. You may be thinking about going back to school or learning a new area of study. Lose, career, August, clients and colleagues. Overall, August looks like a pretty good month. First of all, you've got the Empress here, which is great for like money. So this would be like love, money, fertility. Be careful of that card if you don't want children. It looks like when it comes to clients, you should have more clients that come in because you got the Sun here. Money looks good. When it comes to colleagues, it looks like with the King of Cups, people are treating you fairly. You're getting along well with them. And you've got the Magician, the ability to manifest new opportunities. There could be a Capricorn around in particular that you're working with that you get along with well. Things seem to change for the better around your career in August. I'm going to say August right through to the end of the year. Josephina, how does my Leo Venus rising manifest good, bad? Wait a minute. How does my Leo Venus rising manifest good, bad? I don't understand the question. Can you rephrase it? I don't understand the question. How does my Leo Venus rising? Jay, how'd the hard-to-read girl feel when she saw me at work this evening? She's been closed off all week. I feel like that energy is going to change. She feels like you're successful, passionate, attractive. The love cup here is full. She thinks you have a lot of potential. She may be closed off now, but that energy is going to shift. She's not going to stay closed off. Georgia, general for the next couple of days. Maybe making a decision to walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you. You may also be putting energy into a creative project, and you should have some nice choices on the horizon. Maybe spending time at home, redecorating your home, upgrading your home, entertaining at home. Happiness comes out over the next couple of days. Julie, what is C doing tonight? He may be at home too, not doing much of anything. Rest, relaxation, self-care. He could also have a family member over. I don't know. I don't know if he's got, I don't know if it would be his mom. I don't know. I don't think it's his mom. There could be a family member there. Josephina, have Venus. I don't know, but what do you mean by Venus rising? I don't know what that means. Like Leo rising, I understand what that means. But I don't know what Venus rising is. You mean you have Venus in the first house? See, I can't interpret your astrological chart just by that. I don't know. I don't know. What I can tell you as somebody having a Leo rising would be that you could be somebody who knows how to take charge, knows how to be center stage, knows how to accomplish a lot. But I can't tell you what that role it's going to play in your life, because there's a million different ways it could play out depending on everything else in your chart. The rising sign really is only the face that you show the world. So that's how people may see you. Like they may see you as somebody who is Leo. Or they may see you as somebody who's very outgoing, somebody who's very like front and center. Somebody like Leo is like the sign of like the actress and actors, you know, like somebody who's center stage. But I can't tell you how it's going to manifest in your life, because with astrology, like one aspect could produce a million different things. Like for example, you could have twins and they could have very similar charts, only born 2 minutes apart. One could be a police officer and the other one could be a criminal because of the law aspects they have in their chart. So I can't tell you just because you're a Leo rising what's going to happen in your life. I believe that with astrology it's a good time, but it doesn't necessarily mean that it will happen. Like you could have a great time to like start a new business, but you could also choose not to start that business. The energy could be there to do it, but you may decide not to do it. So I can't tell you, and I don't know what the Venus rising means. Like I've never heard of that. The only thing I'm thinking is that you have Venus in the first house. If that's the case, Venus in the first house would grant you beauty, wealth, money, prosperity, that kind of stuff. Anything that's connected with the planet Venus in the first house, which is the house of self, that's how people would see you. Like people would see you as being beautiful or pleasant to look at or attractive. And with Venus in Leo, it may be somebody who's very ambitious about love, or somebody who knows how to get what they want, or they could be very persistent. But as far as what it's going to do in your life overall, I mean, there's a million different things it's going to do. Tay, is my friend Virgo H jealous or angry towards me? Is my friend H jealous or angry towards me? I don't think that they're angry. I think they could be a little bit jealous. Yeah, they could be a little bit jealous. And I don't understand, why would anybody hate it in astrology? Like why would you get hate for that in astrology? I don't know. I don't know who would hate that. I don't hate that. Well, you know what the thing is, like Venus in the first house could also make things easy, like money could come to you easily, or you may be able to like acquire wealth throughout your life. Like it wouldn't be a one-time thing. It may not always be consistent. Like you know, like you may not have any money right now, and then all of a sudden, like a dead rich relative leaves you money, right? Because Venus is in the first house, it sends money. And then you may not have money coming to you for a while, and then all of a sudden something else happens. But with every aspect, there's always good and there's always bad. So, like Venus in Leo could also maybe be a little bit overbearing and it could to people, depending on who it is that you're involved with. That could kind of be a little bit intimidating because it's very intense. Leo is also known as for being a little bit selfish. So that would be the negative of being Leo rising. You know, being like, people may see you as being someone who's a little bit self-centered because Leo is, you know, front and center. That's who they are. It's like the world is your stage, which is, I don't think that that's bad or good. I just think like it is what it is. It depends on everything else. You know, like for my stupid chart, I have Saturn in the first house. What a boring thing that is. But it also makes me very grounded, which thank God, because I don't have anything in Earth planet, so I would just not be grounded at all if I didn't have that. So even though it's kind of bad because it's like boring, but on the other hand, it's also like, thank God you have that, otherwise you'd be floating around where nobody would know where you are. Because that's, you know, that's the only thing I have that grounds me. So you really need to look at the whole chart in its entirety. But even with that, when it comes to astrology, and I've had some crazy astrologers. Like I had this one astrologer, shit. Oh, I know what it was called. If you have any interest, Maggie or Magi. I don't know how it was spelled. Magi. I don't know how it was pronounced. I think it was Magi. I fucking help me. My one friend was like, please. It was like, please, Danny, don't pay these people any more money. They based everything on what they called Cinderella aspects. I don't even know. I don't even know. Anyway, whatever it was that they were talking about at that time did not come true for me. Or it hasn't yet, and that was years ago. But that's and one thing. But then I think I had a Uranian astrologer that told me I should move to Rome because that would be the best place for me. Like my sun runs through Rome, so I would do really well there. Then I had my chart done by a cosmobiologist. Jesus. When I'm telling you, I've seen them all. And I don't really feel, I hate to say this, that with astrology, just like everything else, the energy could be there, but it doesn't mean that it's going to happen. And it doesn't necessarily, like not everything happens the way that you think it's going to happen, even with astrology. And it could be very frustrating. My chart tends to run very, very slow. So for me, it's like even more frustrating, but yeah. Anyhow, I don't think that Leo rising with Venus in the first house is a bad thing at all. I just think that you could come off as a little bit selfish to some people. That's it. Or self-centered. Julie, did C go away yet? If he is away, it would be at his cousin. Oh, I see. So then maybe he's at his cousin's house, and that's the person that he's with tonight. All right, did C go away yet? I think he is away. I think he is. Jay, why did the hard-to-read girl cross her arms and have her head down when I was walking towards her yesterday? It makes me feel like she doesn't want to talk when she does stuff like that. Well, I think she does it because she's closing off her energy because, no, I don't think she doesn't want to talk, but I don't think that she wants to come off like she's putting it out there to you. I think she wants you to come to her and she's going to act like, oh, you're talking to me? When meanwhile, she really wants you to talk to her. You know, yeah. Like the games these people play are like crazy. Yeah, I don't think that I think she realizes what she's doing. And you know, I hate to say it, but I remember this one situation for myself where I ran into somebody, but I didn't want to approach them. I wanted them to see me and approach me, and they didn't. It was a really long time ago, but I was like, why didn't I want to? Why didn't I want to be the one to approach? Why? Why did I pretend like I didn't see them? I don't know. I can't even tell you why, but I wanted that person to come to me, and it didn't work. Anyhow, I think that's similar to what she did. And I think if you were to ask her, she wouldn't even know what to answer you. Not that you're going to, but I'm just saying I don't think she realizes what she does, just like I didn't at the time. Like, why did I do that? Why didn't I just go over to that person and be like, hey? But I didn't, and then that was it. Stupid. Tay, will I be purchasing a home in Atlanta soon? You could before the end of the year. You can make it happen if that's what you want, yeah. Virgo, what general messages do you have? Disappointment moves into the past and the energy around you is starting to lighten. You've got a new journey on the horizon. You could be paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan that may make you feel relief. It also looks like life comes back into balance and you're moving on to greener pastures. Virgo, why is the water sign coming towards me in love? Why is water sign coming towards me? Why? Because, I mean, I don't know, I don't really understand this question. If this is somebody who is actively pursuing you, this water sign, it's because they're interested in you. If this is somebody who hasn't shown up yet, I mean, if someone's coming towards you in love, it's because they're interested. But I don't see a water sign here. There's an Aries here. There's also an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. But if you heard this at some point from somebody else, the answer would be somebody's coming towards you in love because they're interested in you. Tay, what is people that are jealous, like you can't get into a jealous person's mind because they're jealous for all kinds of reasons. So I can't really dissect what it is. It's like you can't describe jealousy because it's not like jealousy isn't rational. It's not rational because if you have what the other person has, you're still not going to be them, right? So it's like there is no way to rationalize jealousy and there's no way to explain it. This person just shows up as somebody who is a little bit jealous or envious of you. Why? We can't really explain it. Like why? Like, I had a woman that I worked with. Everybody swore she was jealous of me. I could, for the life of me, I couldn't figure out why. I couldn't figure out why. I worked 2 jobs and never had a day off. She was always on vacation. She had a husband that paid for everything. She always had a new car. What the fuck was she jealous of? But there's no reason. Like, there's no reason. There is just jealous of my aura, my being, my person. Jealous of my spirit. You know, like they say, you can copy my style, but you can't copy my spirit. So you can't like I can't give you a reason why somebody is jealous. They're just jealous. And it's like, it's sick. It really is, because what is there to be jealous of? Do you have more money than them? Well, they could work harder and earn more money, but maybe they choose not to. So that's on them. Are they in shitty shape? Well, you can get up and go to the gym and you can get in better shape, so that's on you. Like, what are you jealous of? Because you're just as capable as I am, and if you're, you know what I mean? Like, if you choose not to, well then sit around with your jealousy and see how that pays off for you. Because jealousy is going to come back. Those, like, jealousy, fear, negativity, it all manifests really fast, and it comes back to the person that's feeling them. That's feeling those emotions. Nothing good can ever come from jealousy. That's why when, like, women tend to think it's cute when their partners are jealous. It's not cute. It's not cute. It's destructive. It's not a good thing. Nothing about jealousy is good. Aqua, general for the rest of the week. General for August for the rest of the week. I'm saying it backwards. General for the first week of August. It looks like you've got being guided by the divine. It also looks like you've got possibly going back to school or learning a new area of study. Romance could heat up if you're with someone. If you're not with anyone, a new love interest could come in. It could be with a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. It also looks like anxiety is moving into the past, and you could have some money headed your way. Or you could have the opportunity to make extra money in the first week of August. Priscilla, general reading on Antonio and I. You may be feeling disappointed by him, or you may feel like the whole situation is rather disappointing. It does look like things are a little bit stuck. Listen to your intuition. You've got being guided by the divine, but I don't know. It's like, it seems like this situation is not really going anywhere. It may be the kind of thing that goes around and around in a circle, but never really gets to where you want it to be. I would keep your options open for something else. It doesn't look like a commitment is coming in if that's what you want, or if that's what you're looking for. Well, that's true, Cinnamon. And you know what I always say to people when I look at their charts? Oh, Venus in Pisces. Like, Venus is exalted in Pisces. That's the best place for it. But I always say to people, you know, somebody was born in the hospital next to Elton John and didn't grow up to be Elton John. You know, like they were born in the same time in the same location, but didn't grow up to be Elton John. So it's like the way the charts play out for everybody will be different. You know, and like bizarre things, like someone like Elton John, who has got such fame, right? But yet he's always like going broke. You know what I mean? So it's like such crazy, like I've never looked at his chart, but it's craziness, right? Like to have such extreme highs, be so successful, but then like how do you not have enough money? Like, I don't know, how do you not have enough money? But that's really common. Michael Jackson was another one that had money problems. Like, how do you not have enough money when you're so successful? But, you know, like, that's chart bullshit. You know, that's second house nonsense. You know, they could be very, very high and also very, very low. Yeah, and astrology can be frustrating, I think. The cards can be frustrating, too. They haven't shown up yet, the water sign, or what was it, a water sign or a Pisces? They will. They will. It just may take a minute. Julie, did C see the reader yet? I don't think so. No. Victoria, AP feels about me turning down his date. A little bit disappointed, but also feels like he's being guided by the divine, so he's not taking it too bad. He's okay. Like his attitude is kind of like, well, what will be, will be. Julie, life, love, and career next 4 weeks. Well, your career is definitely moving forward, and you've got money coming in. Feeling better respected and better compensated at work. Making a decision for your life to move forward. You may start entertaining new love interests over the next 4 weeks. You got an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. You have a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. You got the Magician, the ability to manifest new opportunities overall. So I would focus on that. I think you got new stuff happening in the love department. Anthony, does she hide people's attention because of Leo? Does her family members and close friends know that she has problems? Yeah, I think that she's hiding a lot, yeah. Yeah, because she may be stuck between like a rock and a hard place as far as like not telling people the truth, right? Not wanting to put things up because she doesn't want to be questioned. You know, it's almost like, don't ask me any questions and I won't tell you any lies, like that kind of a thing. And I don't think that that Leo has treated her well, and I don't think that she wants people to know that. Because I don't know, maybe because it would be an I told you so kind of a thing, but I think that that Leo was not the person she thought he was, and I think that she may be a little bit embarrassed. It's nothing to be embarrassed about, but it's always interesting when somebody's behavior changes, because when it's from one extreme to the next. Julie, current energy between me and AJ and his feelings. Well, the energy is a little bit like somebody may be feeling hurt. There could be arguing or bickering, or you guys just might not be on the same page. The Ace of Cups is in reverse, which can kind of indicate that the love has run out. He seems to think that you're a grounded, stable person who's very perseverant. Like there's room for growth, change, and transformation around your situation or around your relationship. Seems to care very much about you, but he seems to come up undecided as far as what he wants. I don't know what your relationship is, but maybe you know what you want and he doesn't. Maybe that's what the frustration is. But he definitely cares about you as a person, but I don't think he's made a decision for things to move forward. Adonis, how will my grandmother's surgery go? Well, there's good luck around, right? There's a new journey here, and the hard work that goes into it will pay off. I think overall the surgery will go well. Yeah, and then there's Chinese astrology, there's Vedic astrology. Vedic astrology is supposed to be really precise as far as like predicting things. And I was talking years ago to a Vedic astrologer that used to give me like these little remedies to do, which I found to be really interesting. But I don't know that it made a difference. I don't know. Lemon. Near future between Elle and me. Well, things look pretty good. Being guided by the divine, things move forward, feeling mutually respected, or like the relationship functions very well. I would say the relationship can strengthen and change for the better quickly. Miss Billy, will my kids be safe going back to school? Yes, I believe so. Shrishti, next actions of why towards me. He's coming up as undecided. I don't see all that much happening. Like he's got a little sharp energy here. You might have to reach out to him. I don't know. I don't see him reaching out in the near future. I would reach out to him because it would speed things up a little bit. Netta, what Kirk, student advisor, thinks of me and why he's very unhelpful. Oh, I mean, I had one that was no help either. I don't think it's you personally. I don't think it's you personally. I just think that this person is kind of lousy at their job. I think that they do think that you're capable, that you have a lot of potential, and you have the Eight of Pentacles here, which means that you must be somewhat of a hard worker. They just seem to be, yeah, they seem to be a little bit of a disaster. So it's not about you, but it's going to affect you, unfortunately. I don't know if you could ask for another one, maybe. I don't know. That pisses me off. That's not fair. I've never had my palm read. I never did. I don't know whether or not I believe in it or not because I've never had it done. But I've in my life have gotten very frustrated with astrology. That's why I've kind of taken a break from looking at things, just because I don't know. Sometimes it frustrates me, and I need to take a break from it. Anyway, Julie, was Harry sincere with everything that he told me? Pretty much asked for my forgiveness for decades ago. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I think that he was. Yeah, I think that he was sincere. YouTube, yes, I think A will come tonight. Or at least their intentions are to come tonight. The palm thing is accurate? Is that, yeah? I don't know anything about it, and I'm afraid to, like, go to somebody here and then they're just like a scam artist. The older I get, the less I trust anybody. I gotta be honest. Fit 64, general. Well, energy around you is starting to shift and lighten. The energy around you, if like you were recently feeling weighed down or heavy or anxious about something, that's all moving into the past. Moving forward, you have feeling better, compensated, better respected at work, business, school, whatever you do all day. It also looks like you're feeling grounded and stable, and you may have some new friends coming in. Like there's new energy, fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, starting a new journey on the horizon. Cause for celebration comes in around you having choices. And then the sun comes out, which is happiness. Happiness comes in. Could be taking time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. And your intuition is heightened, so definitely listen to it. SS is Sagittarius missing me. Yes, I think he does miss you. Eve, outcome if I pursue a UX career. I don't know what that is, but you could be successful in it. It may be a lot in the beginning, or you may feel burdened, but you are ready for the challenge, and things seem to move forward pretty quickly. Cause for celebration comes in. And your pretty love near future. a water sign coming in, that may be new energy, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. It may be slow and steady wins the race, and you could feel like you have a long road ahead of you. But things start to change. Next relationship you enter should be well balanced. You should feel like you get out of it what you put into it, and it's well functioning. I think it's going to be with a water sign. Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, I think. Yeah, water sign comes in strong. Yes, Martins. Will my love life change this year? Yes, I think it will change for the better this year. Julie, earlier you told me that R would be overthinking since I'm gone. What would he be overthinking about? He would just be thinking of the relationship and everything that's gone on, you know, or what's to come, or he would be concerned with where things are going, and he would worry about lack of communication. Like, I think he thinks that you guys aren't going to speak as much. Empress, how did Dacia just suddenly break? I suddenly asked my brother to go have a drink out of the blue. Well, I think that this person is interested in spending time with him, and I think she feels like going out, so she just reached out to him hoping that he would accept and they would have a good time. Anthony, I wonder if, can I do that over, or you have to be in person probably, because you probably can't really see the lines in my hand, but I would be curious to have it done. Why not? I've done everything else. I'll look it up. Oh, Josephina, I just got my feelings hurt a little. May I get a message, please, to make it a little bit better? Something specific about me receives hate. I can't imagine what it is that makes you receive hate, unless it has nothing to do with astrology and it has nothing to do with anything other than you're susceptible to it. I hate to say this because you're a nice person. I hate to say that, but nice people tend to get a lot of hate, or they tend to get treated really badly. I mean, that's what I think. I think it's more something like that, like the energy that you're putting out, only because, like, I've experienced it myself. And sometimes if you're overly sensitive, or you're sensitive in general, like I can be very sensitive, it's hurtful when it's like you really got to sometimes take it from where it's coming from. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, it looks like you got a new journey on the horizon here, and it also looks like things are starting to move forward for you. And if you've been feeling like, hey, I'm sitting around waiting for my ship to come in, that's going to move into the past. I don't see a lot of hate around you. Could you hook up with a lot of rude people in your life? That's possible, you know, like a loudmouth asshole or somebody that's, but as far as people hating you, I don't see that. So I don't know what makes you think that. But sometimes we call that shit in because you know, overly nice people tend to get abused. You know, like if they know they can get away with it. My grandmother always used to say something about lions. She used to say that a lion doesn't go out searching for their dinner and kill the biggest animal they can find. They usually go after the smallest, meekest one that they know that they can get to. So she used to say that to me all the time. Like, just because, you know, a lion is a lion doesn't mean that they're going to look for a challenge. If they're looking to get at something, they'll take the smallest one or the easiest one possible. Don't be the easiest one. And I was always the easiest one. Why? I don't know. Like sometimes I think that that's just how we are. Like we're just born into the world like that, as easy targets. Like things bother me that shouldn't bother me. And I know that. I know for a fact that other people would not be bothered by things that bother me. They wouldn't even think about it. You know, like, I don't know, just stupid shit. Like, I'm always over explaining myself. Oh, I'm sorry I'm 5 minutes late, but, you know, I got a red light and, you know, I the alarm clock. I mean, always, like, explaining myself. Other people don't do that. Other people are like, I'm here. I'm here. You know, like, I don't have to explain myself. And I'm trying as I get older not to. I don't have to explain things, but it's hard for me to do that. And it's hard for me to not let things hurt me. But, like, you kind of have to look at it from a different perspective. It's like, if you're getting hate, like, I don't know what you mean by hate. Like, people are being vicious to you, like friends or family or that kind of stuff. It's probably because they know that they can get away with it. Now, miscellaneous strangers, like, you ever hear somebody will be like, well, I don't know, strangers come up to me and they got to tell me all their problems. I don't know why I attract those type. Like, I worked with a woman that used to say that, and she was 100% right, because me and her would go to the grocery store on lunch, and she would have every idiot in there talking to her. Why? Why? Like, what was it about her that called these people in? But it was what it was. Me, I'm the opposite. It's like when I go somewhere, I go in the door, I know it's over there, I grab it, I don't make eye contact with anyone, I go out, I got a hood on, I don't want to talk to anybody. So I'm not talking to any idiots. But she would be in there talking to someone. You know, like, why do people, why? I don't know. You know, some of those questions are very hard to answer because a lot of it has to do with the way that we're feeling and what we're putting out. Another stupid story. We were out, used to get a half-hour lunch break, a half hour. So 4 of us went to the grocery store, and it may have been around holiday time, and the parking lot was like packed. So I didn't do it because God knows I would never do this. But my coworker was driving, and she parked in one of the spots that had the sign that says "Mother with Infant," and she was like, "Fuck it, I'm on my lunch break. I have a half hour. You know, I can't walk. You know." She's like, "Fuck it." So now I don't know if it was me that put it out into the universe. Maybe it was, because I was like that. I didn't want to park there. I mean, you're not going to get a ticket for it. It's really just a courtesy, but I didn't want her to park there, but it wasn't, she parked there. Anyway, so we go in to the store, and some random woman has her license plate number paged because she's like, fuck it, I'm not answering that. That woman doesn't even have a kid with her. What is she complaining about? She just wants to call me out on it. I have a half hour for lunch, and I'm not going to not park there and walk extra because somebody may show up with a baby in the 10 minutes that I'm there. That was her attitude. This idiot would have parked 2 towns over and walked not to take that spot. And I have a baby now, and I usually don't park in those spots. I usually park closest to the cart so that I can put her right in the cart. But anyway, so why? Why do things like that happen? Sometimes we can't explain them other than maybe I was putting that out into the universe. God, I hope nobody sees. I hope nobody sees. I hope we don't get in trouble. Like, how are we going to get in trouble? It's not illegal. And even if it was illegal, it wasn't my car. I didn't do it. I just wanted to get the fuck out of there. And the other women that I was with were laughing. They thought it was funny. I didn't find this funny. Anyway, you shut up. Virgo. I think I'm at Virgo. Oh, no, I'm not. Wait. I think I'm at Simran. How will he respond if I send that message? How will he respond if I send that message? I don't think he's going to respond. He's coming up as feeling undecided. He comes up with sharp energy, and I don't see communication. Or maybe he doesn't respond right away, but it looks like he makes you wait. Nothing changes. Oh, I have a long life. Great, thank you. Thank you, Anthony. She's drawing it in by focusing on the hate. That's what it is. Law of attraction thing. Which the law of attraction seems to work when you don't want it to. Like you don't want it to work that way. But yet it does. Fucking annoying. Oh, I've heard about the that egg thing. You know who said that? UAF. She said that her mom used to do that to her. I think that she said that it was like a certain, I can't remember, like it's a certain culture that does that. I don't remember what it was. Anyway, yeah, it was UAF said that. And then, oh no, she didn't say that she read it. She said that then you would take the egg and you would get rid of it somewhere. I'm pretty sure. When next time she's in here, I'll ask her. I think she said, yeah, her mom would do that to her. But, I mean, it makes sense. You know that I can't say this word. But you know that powder that you make out of the eggshells is supposed to be protective. Next time UAF is in here, we'll ask her. Virgo, who's coming in love? Got success coming in love. Things change for the better out of the blue. It could be with a Capricorn, could also be with a Cancer. You might have some options coming in. Good for you. Success comes in around love. Yeah. Julie, these new energies coming in a good. Yeah, I think you do have some nice energy coming in. Yeah. I don't think that she mentioned the reading part of it. I think that what she said was that you cleansed with an egg and then you got rid of it somewhere. I think at a crossroads. I think that's what she said. Next time we see her, we'll ask her. I'm looking here for someone that I haven't done yet. Anybody here I haven't gotten to yet? Simran, how will he respond when he does reply later? See, well, he's holding himself back. I can't swear he's going to respond. I can't swear that he's going to respond because he's holding himself back and he's full of sharp energy. If he responds, I mean, there could be a tower moment. I don't know. I would think twice about sending that message right now because the energy doesn't seem great. I would hold off on it. Now, when you cleanse, do you use a hard-boiled egg or a raw one? I can't remember what she said. I tend to stay away from eggs just because I don't like them. crack it into a water and you look for the shapes. And if there's anything black, it's really bad. Now I'm afraid to do that. But maybe doing something like that may help Kevin with his anxiety. Don't reuse the glass. Toss the whole thing out. Anthony, these days I less talk with close friends. I think people start to behave extreme in their beliefs, especially who support the same ideologically. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we're really living in a crazy time right now. This is really bizarre what's going on. Julie, is the energy still there for me and C coming back, forming something? Yeah, it's going to be your choice. You could have a new beginning, but it's going to be your choice. Simran Spirit. Three of Fire, abundance, things look very good. Have patience at this time, make long-term plans. The Ten of Water, a contented and rewarding family life. Your emotional and material needs are met. Trustworthy relationships. Renewal, Archangel Jeremiel, review and evaluate. A favorable assessment of the facts. Time to move in a new direction. Empress, why did Dacia ask my brother to go out and have a drink with him? Is it out of good intentions? I think so. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think that, yeah, it's like out of the blue. I don't think that there's anything like sinister behind it. Yeah, felt like going out for a drink, felt like seeing him, made him, or may make him an offer that would be hard to turn down. I don't see any reason, like, I don't think it's a bad thing. Gina, what's in the future for me and A's connection? Romance could blossom and things could move forward pretty quickly. Got some good karma coming in around the situation. The hard work you put into the relationship will come back to you. Yeah, I would say there's more to come from this connection. Well, a potential outcome between me and S. Well, communication may be down with the Hermit. But that could change because there is potential for a new beginning on the horizon at some point. But, you know, it's like being guided by the divine, and the timing may just not be there yet. There's a little bit of anxiety moving into the past, and then things are a little bit more prepared to move forward. It could be a little bit of a road before you see things move forward with this person. Simran, journal for tomorrow. Well, you got money coming in. You've got money coming in, laying down the law, setting up boundaries. Ten of Pentacles is money coming in. Five of Pentacles in reverse, paying off a bill of debt or a loan, feeling relief around finances. And yeah, nice. Not a bad day. So if the egg, like the yellow part, goes right down to the bottom, that's a pretty good thing. You crack it open after you kind of cleanse yourself with it, or do you just do it? You just do it before that. They're two separate things. Simran, should I ignore him and pull all my energy away when he contacts me? It feels like a waste of time, and we both want different things. It's your decision. I would ignore him if you feel like I would ignore him if you're both on two different pages and nothing is going to change in that area. Then I would say give up on it. But if you're going to change your mind 3 days later and want to contact him or want to wonder when he's going to reach out to you, then I wouldn't do it. Then I wouldn't ignore him. I would only ignore him if you've made the decision that this is not what I want. Nothing is going to change, so I'm going to end it. The problem is that, like, people will say, well, I'm going to ignore him, or this isn't what I want. But then a few days later, they change their mind. And that energy is like stop and go, stop and go, stop and go, stop and go. So then the other person gets really pissed off. And then it's like it just creates a lot of chaos. So for this situation, you have to make the choice that this is not the relationship I want to be in, so I am not going to deal with this anymore. If you make that decision, which I think is the best choice, because he's not looking for a romantic, committed relationship right now. He's looking to fool around, which is fine. If you're on the same page and you're like, okay, we're just hooking up, we're hanging out, we're fooling around, that's one thing. But if you're not there, then I would just not even bother with him. The idea of being friends, it's not going to work. First of all, it's not going to work. You can't be friends with somebody you have romantic feelings for without having hope that more is going to come of it. And then what is that going to do? It's not going to change him. He'll still hook up with you. You still can be, friends with benefits, but that's not really what you want. So at the end of the day, well, why would you not get rid of this? Like, for what reason? Why would you? I'm not, I hate the ignoring people, because I feel like people deserve respect. I would just say to him, listen, we want different things. I'm not into this. Let's just leave it the way it is. Enjoy whatever. And let's just leave it at that. No hard feelings. Let's move forward. Because, people pull this shit with well, I'm going to ignore him, or I'm not going to answer the phone, but is he going to call me? It's like, what do you want? Do you want him to call you? I mean, he'll call you and he'll screw you, but he's not going to be the boyfriend. So, you know what I mean? You got to get clear about what it is that you want. You already know what he wants. So you got to make that decision. The unfortunate part that I see is a lot of women hold on to the idea that he's going to change his mind. And I'll just be friends with him until he realizes. Well, it's not going to happen. So you have to really make the decision and be satisfied with, you know what, this isn't what I want. This isn't going to make me happy. And the truth is that it's just going to hold you back from something else. Because when your heart is vested in one thing, you have a very hard time seeing other options. So I would just tell him. I wouldn't ignore him. I would just tell him the truth. This isn't what I wanted. End of story. I wish you good luck. I'll see you around. Oh, after you cleanse with it. Pure, how did they think about me last time? They seem to think that you were kind, caring, sincere. They may have a lot of respect for you, and they may have felt very respectful about you last time. Maggie, love reading to the end of this week. Okay. It looks like you've got a wish, put it out into the universe. You've got feeling prepared for your love life to move forward, and there may be a Cancer that comes in. A Cancer or an Aquarius could come in. Mountain Girl. Let's take a look at love for the next 4 weeks. Okay, well, any anxiety that you've been feeling around love is moving into the past. Any arguments that you may have had around love is moving into the past. You have a wish around love, and you should have choices over the next 4 weeks. The love cup here is full. You may be feeling undecided about what to do, but inevitably your perseverance pays off. It looks like you have a couple of people here. 6 of Cups, somebody from your past returns, and they may be looking to start a new journey. Aside from that, you've got a Cancer, a Virgo, and a Libra around. Now one of these people could be the person from the past, or that could be somebody completely different, and these are 3 new options. Ultimately, you do have the Sun coming out over your love life in the next 4 weeks. Disappointment moves into the past, and old wounds starts to heal, and you've got the Magician, the ability to manifest new opportunities. You may need to have a little bit of patience when it comes to love, but you're definitely not holding yourself back. I think that you want to be happy, you're ready to be happy, and divine guidance is leading you to the right place at the right time. Feeling as if you've made it to the top of the mountain, you can breathe a sigh of relief. All of a sudden, life moves on to greener pastures. But I think not even just only around love, but I just think that life is starting to move forward to greener pastures. Choices around love over the next 4 weeks. Somebody from the past, or a couple of new people come in. Oh, you're very welcome. Well, Simran, you know, in his defense, he told you, right? I mean, he told you that he didn't want, so he didn't really do anything wrong. The thing is that I don't know why, and I've been in this situation myself years ago with my friend Matt. I felt like, well, if I hung out with him more, if I spent more time with him, you know, if I'm more supportive of him, he's gonna realize that he and I have a connection, and that wasn't true. It actually the opposite happened with me and him. The more time I spent with him, the more he hated me. But you know, it's like when somebody tells you, like, this is what I want, or this is what I'm willing to do, I don't really feel like that's a bad thing. I think it's a bad thing when they lead you to believe something else, and then they don't fulfill that. Like, that to me is much worse. If somebody says, listen, I'm looking to be friends with benefits, I don't think that you can fault him for being honest. You know, I don't want to be in a committed relationship. I don't want to do that kind of work. That's not for me right now, but I'd like to have fun. Then you can make your decision. I think it's shitty when somebody doesn't say that, and they string you along, and they're hanging out with you, and they're trying to hook up with you, but yet they don't want to put in any effort, and they lie. Like, that I think is not right. Julie, is the Capricorn still heading my way as well? Yeah, you got a Capricorn here. And not only that, but they may come in out of the clear blue sky. The world is at your feet, and they may make you an offer that would be hard to turn down. Is there anyone here I haven't answered for? Anyone here I haven't gotten to? No? Stacy, how do I stop hair loss? You know, there's a lot of theories, but I don't know that anything really works. Um, you know, I wouldn't take hair, skin, and nail vitamins because I think they're a scam. That's just my opinion. Um, but I would have your blood work checked, make sure that everything is okay. And it depends what the hair loss is. If it's like alopecia hair loss, or it's just like your hair is thinning as we age, that's what happens, right? Um, you know, I worked in an elementary school, and these kids had heads of hair like you wouldn't believe. It was, what the fuck? Where'd they get all this hair? Anyhow, it's just not like that when you get older. So it just may be part of the natural process of aging, but I would make sure that your blood work is okay. And then what you could do is, God help me for saying this because I've done it and I felt like it stunk up the whole shit. What they say is that red onion on your scalp is supposed to help stimulate hair growth. And I've got to tell you, it stinks like high heaven. And even after I washed it out, I swear to God, I felt like I stunk forever. And then I felt like when I sweat, like it reignited whatever was on my scalp. And I personally, I don't really think it did anything for my hair. But I happened to be mentioning this when I was at yoga one day, and one of the women who heard me talking, she said that her grandmother was, I believe she said Russian, and she said that her grandmother used to use red onion in her hair, and that her grandmother had beautiful hair. Now, was it hereditary and had nothing to do with the onion? I don't know, but that's what she said. So that may be something that you want to start or you want to try to look into, but I'm telling you, please don't say I didn't warn you when I tell you it stinks. It could be stress, sure. No, I watched an Afterlife interview with Elvis Presley, and he was asked if he had a twin flame from a subscriber, and he said that he didn't have one in physical life when he was alive. Lots of people are labeling people their twin, yet one isn't really present for them to find. Oh, wow. Wow. I don't know. I mean, you know what? I would like to believe in the idea of that, but I was just talking to like one of the women who I read with, and she's like, I kind of look at her as like a teacher, and I asked her about that the other day. And she said, basically what I've read my whole life was that you really have to work to evolve to a certain level before you can call your twin in. And she said, she's like, most people just aren't doing the work. Which I can understand, right? Because, I mean, look at how evil this world has become. Just with social media alone. You know, like, forget about, like, what adults are doing, like high school kids, what they're doing. And, like, they think that they got their twin flame in high school. I don't think so. But I don't think that the older I get, the less I think it matters. Like, who cares? If you're happy and somebody's treating you well, what difference does it make? I think it's worse to be, you know, I think life is too short to be mistreated or to chase around something that ain't happening. You know what? I would rather be alone for the rest of my life than chase something that's not working. Like, I just think that sucks, and I think it's demeaning, or forcing, or manipulating, or trying to, like, I don't know, like, make something that's just not. You know, like, I see a lot of people do these crazy, like, manipulation things. Like, I'm gonna, make your life miserable if you're not with me. Like, really? I don't want you then. Like, if I have to go to that level that I gotta torture you, I don't want you. That's okay. Go be with somebody else. I'll get over it. But that's interesting. Uh, I think I skipped Simran. When will I catch up on all the readings and finish writing all the notes on my final exams that is starting on August 8th? When will I catch up? You could make a big dent in it in the next 6 days if you focus. Yeah, you could kind of make a big dent in it. I would try focusing on that, and I think that you'll feel relief once you get a good chunk done. You'll feel relief. Lady. FTW's feelings towards me the next time he sees me. I think he's going to think that you're kind, caring, sincere, sensitive, attractive, creative, unique, and he's going to be happy to see you. There's happiness around the next meeting or the next time you see him. Julie. When will I finally get my driving license? You can get it sometime this fall, like relatively soon. If you kind of like set your mind to it, it can happen pretty fast. Maybe sometime late September. I'm going to say between late September and November you should have it. Zara, what are the feelings of Vios, the Libra? I think he wants only friendship. He might, but it looks like there's cause for celebration. He's not holding himself back, and there is long-term potential here. I don't see commitment just yet, but with the Four of Wands, I can't rule out that something else could come from it. Will, what are Emma's intentions with me? Well, she's got happiness, the Magician, the ability to manifest new opportunities. I think that she may be looking for things to move forward with you. She's not holding herself back. She's got a lot of respect for you, and she may be looking for long-term commitment. New chapter, what can I expect next in love? You could have some new energy coming in. You might be feeling undecided about this person when they first show up. They could be an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, but they will be a soulmate connection. And you might decide to give them a chance. And with that, you should feel as if you've made it to the top of the mountain and you can breathe a sigh of relief. Now you get an earth sign coming in. There was another tea that I heard was supposed to be good for your hair. Is it fennel, maybe? Maybe it was fennel. I can't remember. Then there's also the white rice. You ever hear of that? That the Chinese women use. That they grow really, really like really long, like black hair. And from what they say, it doesn't go gray. And it's just water and rice, I think. You can look it up on YouTube. There's a million videos. It's like fermented, so that stinks too. Basically anything is going to stink. Just beware. I don't know why that onion, though. I'm telling you. I felt forever like it stunk. No matter how many times I washed my hair or how far away I got from it, I felt like my head always stunk. Oh, yes, I've heard about that with the gelatin. I've heard about that, yeah. It's supposed to be really good for your nails and for your hair, I think, too. Rimmel General. You've got the world at your feet here, and you're no longer holding yourself back, stepping into your own strength. You've got a creative project on the horizon that may be a lot of fun. Happiness comes out over your life. Taking time for rest, relaxation, and self-care serves you well. Plus, you've got the Fool here, which is like a new journey on the horizon. I mean, well, Simran, it's no doubt it's disappointing. No doubt that it's disappointing. And if you didn't have feelings for him and you just wanted to hook up with him, then it wouldn't be a terrible thing. But it's bad when you have feelings for somebody and you want more. Lady, what will be the effects of the spell I cast? Well, anxiety moves into the past and things move forward. So I don't know what the spell was, but it should bring in choices and you should be feeling strong and you're not holding yourself back. And you may feel like it brings you a new beginning. YouTube. A current feels, oh, A's current feelings for me. I'm confused as to what he wants with me. I don't think he knows what he wants, because it's like he comes in quick and he leaves just as fast. It's like he's somewhat of a tower or a disaster himself, and he's a little unsure, and you might find him to be disrespectful or like he doesn't put in enough effort, and you may always feel disappointed by him. So I would proceed with caution with this guy. Oh, I'm waiting for one from Laura. Let's see. Hi, Arathi. Oh, is that thunder? I gotta say, I do love thunderstorms. I know people complain about the rain, but I don't mind it. Mel, general reading. As long as I'm not driving in it and I can't see. Negativity is moving into the past. Stepping into your ambition, listening to your intuition helps you to manifest new opportunities pretty quickly. Taking time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. You may be thinking about going back to school or learning a new area of study. Get a Sagittarius coming in that might be of significance, a new job or business opportunity on the horizon, and you could be moving forward towards greener pastures. Laura, will Roel talk again? Will me and Roel talk again? Yes, you will. You will. Absolutely. Rimmel, will I end up having a vacation with the family or with A? Will I have a vacation with family? Will I have vacation with A? I think you'll have vacation with family. Yes, Mountain, I'll do it. how my person views me, right? How does my person view me? Thinks that you're kind-hearted, sincere, grounded. They also may think that you're very intuitive, and that may intimidate them. They think you're perseverant, kind-hearted, sincere, intelligent. They may think that you're smarter than they are. Like, I don't necessarily mean like book smart wise, but they may think that you're like smarter than them. They think that you're spontaneous and carefree, and that you have a lot of potential and a lot of choices. They think that you're a strong person with a lot of courage, who's very independent and stable. They definitely think highly of you. Definitely. Slime, does Libra dream about me? I don't think so, or they don't remember many of their dreams. They don't seem to be very connected to their dreams, this person. So they may, and they may just not remember it. Is there anybody here that I haven't answered for yet? No, that's it. I'm done. That's it. All right, guys. That's it for me tonight. I'll see you all tomorrow. Thank you all very much for being here. Have a great night.